who's heard of what a rental appraisal is? So I have a client who recently bought a property a while back, right? So they bought it pre-pandemic, so they're sitting on quite a bit of equity, but life has kind of happened, and they've outgrown the property, right? Their family's expanded, they've got a job now that we're working from home, and it's kind of time to move on, right? But they're sitting on this amazing interest rate because of those during COVID, and they don't want to give that up. So what I talked to them about is a rental appraisal, right? So a lot of you know what a traditional appraisal is, and basically what that does is that's what the bank, an unbiased party, is going to come in and look at comparative market sales, typically in the last 6 months, and tell you what the bank is willing to give you if you're getting a loan for that property based off what they believe the property is worth. So a rent appraisal is very similar to that, except this time we're going to look at rent. So the appraiser comes in and looks what the property will rent for. Now, why this is important is if you're going to go buy another property and you don't use something like this, you're going to have to qualify for bulk mortgage, which that can be substantial, especially with home prices and interest rates where they are. So where this rent appraiser comes in is you can use, typically, depending on the person, about the lender, 70% of whatever it is estimated to rent to offset your mortgage. So using super simple numbers here, say you've got a property that the appraisal comes back on the rent saying it'll rent for $1,000. Again, simple numbers, right? And your mortgage on it is $700. So what the lender is going to allow you to do is use 70% of that. So 70% of $1,000 is $700, and offset that on your debt to income, right? So now you don't have to qualify for both mortgages. That debt goes away. You still have to qualify for the new mortgage, but now you're able to do it without having to. With that in mind, it is the intention that you're going to turn this into a rental, right? So it's not for everyone. Not everyone necessarily wants to be a landlord or kind of back their way into having a portfolio. But if this is something that you're interested in, potentially being able to build a portfolio of properties, or even just one as a kind of a nest egg, you can use this to be able to get that started. And potentially you can even look at doing like a HELOC or something as a way to have the down payment, leveraging that on your current property to